Good morning, guys. This is Scranton MMA's weekly recap. I'm Frank,
I'm Jess.
This is Tom.
and so this weekend we had the fights that happened at the Woodlands PA cage fight. We had two people fight on the card. We should have had three. It stinks what happened with Jesse, but it happens, you know.
Yeah, it stinks. Jesse cut weight, he trained real hard, and his opponent kind of no-showed on him. But what's cool is Jesse gets a lot of fights in, with kickboxing or MMA, so, kind of stinks, but at least he's not missing out big time.
Yeah. I did talk to Jesse's dad, and he said Jesse would have fought this kid at any weight. So it's nice to know that Jesse was ready to go.
That's what stinks. If the coach would have been like, hey, the guy's off 5 pounds, the guy's off whatever, Jesse could have just stopped, ate, and been like, I'll fight you. And Jesse would have fought him. I think Steve and Frank would have had no problem letting Jesse fight this guy. So it kind of stinks, but it is part of just what happens. But it was definitely cool to see Jesse, his family, and the whole group of fans he had. They still came to the show. They supported, Lavdi and Tyler, which was really, really cool. Jesse didn't go home and cry. He just rolled with it and came out to the event, which was very cool.
Yeah.
What did you think of Lavdi's fight?
I thought it was good. I thought he did a good job. I liked how he ended up on the guy's back basically every round. I would have given it to him. I know I'm biased, but
yeah,
I think Lofty did a great job. It was a good fight to watch.
Yeah, I thought it was an awesome fight to watch. It stinks when you see your friend, training partner get punched in the face, but I mean, that's a lot of heart. He didn't let it stop him at all. He took some punches, but like Jess said, every round he got on top, dominant position. A lot of times at the amateurs, that's what gives you the nod, but it stinks. He lost 2 rounds to 1, I think it was. So, it happens, and I think with just a few adjustments, Steve and Frank and all the other coaches will have him ready to go, and he could dominate some fights in the future.
Yeah, he showed a lot of heart throughout that fight.
Yeah, it was definitely cool. So, Lavdi, keep at it. Great job, brother. Really good. And then, so after that, we had Tyler, and I mean, that was awesome. It was awesome. I knew Tyler had a great shot of winning that fight. If you've trained with Tyler, especially in jits, he's no joke.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't expect. I mean, MMA is tough, and it's tough to put on a jiu-jitsu highlight reel, especially in 2 minutes. But that's what he pulled off.
Yeah, I mean, he did everything according to the game plan. He performed really, really well. I was really happy with that.
Yeah, that was awesome.
When I saw his patented push the arm through triangle, because that's something that I can never do is to push the arm through. I always have to loop my leg over. He's so good at just pushing that arm back, locking in the triangle. When I saw that, I was like, yes, he's got it.
Yeah.
And he did. He got it.
I like that because if you had a good view, and I mean, the triangle is something you learned in jiu-jitsu super early, so you might have only been training here a few weeks, and there's a good chance you've learned the triangle or worked with someone who's doing it. And that setup, I mean, I don't want to say it's the most basic, but it's up there. It's also one of the ones you can start practicing very early. And I mean, he nailed it. When I saw him, I was like, oh. And I know Tyler has that down really well, so it was definitely cool. Some of the other stuff, if you're new to jiu-jitsu, I mean, he went through, I don't even know the order, but anaconda, darce, guillotine, and then finished with the triangle. So 4 awesome chokes in a minute and a half, 2 minutes to get a tap. So there was some crazy setup, some great transitions, but it ended with pure jiu-jitsu. Push, pull, push, whatever, choke, solid, lock, and that's it. The guy had a tap. There's nothing left. That was awesome. That was really cool. And then his post-fight interview was top. Just top. As good as that triangle was, he grabbed that mic and he took it home.
Job.
Yeah, that was awesome. So great job, Tyler. You're the man. And keep it up. No one fight and you're done bucket list. About 10 fights. See if you could do it, Mooney. So that was really cool. I thought the fights in general, it was a cool experience. A lot of energy. I thought it was awesome that we probably had 50 to 60 Scranton MMA people in the house, maybe more. I don't know. I had to talk to a bunch of people. There's no way I could even like find everybody in the crowd. There was a ton of people. So I know having that support is just awesome. So if you miss this fight, next time we have fighters on a card, like let's get an even bigger showing. It was a lot of fun. I definitely enjoyed it.
Very cool.
Yeah, lots of fun. Lots of fun. So what else we got going on?
So we have our free intro to striking and grappling
Right.
seminar coming up. So that's going to be on February 24th in the morning. I think 11:30 we set it at. It's a Facebook event, so you can go check out the details there. But we basically want to give people a chance to try jujitsu and striking with people who are just like them. So first time, first day people.
That's cool.
Because I know like some people come in and they're nervous because they're the only ones who don't really know anything. So we're trying to give them an environment where everybody's kind of the same. They're starting at that same point.
That's cool. I think that's really good. A lot of times people are almost intimidated. They think they don't know anything. They don't want to be like the only guy in the class, not teach anything. Steve, how are you?
Hi, Steve.
We're doing a little filming, talking about our free event coming up.
I can know you're on video, so if I do like this.
Oh, hey guys. Hi, Steve.
Steve Peter just walked in. One of the striking MMA coaches, jiu-jitsu guys here. But I don't think he wants to get on camera. He'll make us all look bad with his nice haircut. Okay. We're all good. I'm not cutting this. All right. So a lot of people do think like, oh, I'm going to be the only new guy, new girl in the class, which isn't true. There's always new people on the mat. And people can't realize that all of us, whether you trained like for a year, 10 years, 20 years, you were the new person in class. And so everyone's looking to help that person. It's one of the great things about martial arts at a good school is everyone's looking to help the new people. You're not like, it's not like you got an X on your back and we're all going after you. But I think this event is going to be cool because we're doing striking and grappling together. We're going to have some of our best instructors on the mat to help people. So I think it'll be a nice, welcoming, chill, good environment where you're going to learn some good stuff and see what it's really like to train in these arts. So I think it'll be cool. So help spread the word. Go on Facebook, share that event. If you're not sure where to find it, just drop us a message or leave something in the comments. But we'll put some links. Just share it, and let's get some more training partners on the mat. More people on the mat, better everyone will get. So definitely cool. Yeah. What else we got going on? All right, so judo, we're having a promotional in a few weeks. So all the judo students, make sure you're getting on the mat. If you don't know what you need to know for the promotional, ask. You should know. Sensei Vito gave out booklets for everybody outlining exactly what each rank has to know. People who don't know, judo is kind of like a mix between like your traditional karate martial arts when it comes to promotion and like these modern arts like jiu-jitsu where you're promoted a lot on your effectiveness. Judo kind of blends those together. So each rank needs to know a certain set of techniques, throws, chokes, pins, arm bars, everything. So that's completely laid out. You just have to know it. And then another component is how well you do at competitions, which I think is great. I think it's a great way to blend it together. So if you're unsure, that probably means you're not training much, but that's all right. Get on the judo mat, start training. We'll outline everything you need to know. But for the next month, every Monday and Saturday is going to be very, like, we'll just call them like promotional heavy workouts where we're going to break down techniques. We're going to outline everything you need to know. If you know there's something you need work on, the instructors will be there to help you out. So you'll get a lot of reps, a lot of good instruction. And as Vito said, don't worry, you're going to get a lot of sparring in also to make sure we don't, negate that or let that slip. So we're going to be mixing both in, but for the next month, there'll be a lot of time to get good quality instruction specifically for what you need for the promotion.
Cool. Yep. Do you have any tournaments coming up?
There's a lot coming up. So we have a lot of traveling coming up. We go to visit a lot of schools in Philadelphia, New Jersey. There's a big tournament coming up in Philly. So there's a lot coming up. We post everything right on the outside of the mat. So all the judo students know because we announce it all the time. But even for the jiu-jitsu students, if you want to do a little traveling, get some stand-up rounds in, meet some different people. A lot of the schools we go to, they're people in the same boat as like me and Vito, where we have like judo clubs in a mainly jiu-jitsu grappling environment. So you'll work with other like white belts or yellow belts in judo that are like purple belts, brown belts, black belts in jiu-jitsu. So it's a cool time to like travel, meet other people, maybe see how they got into it, see where their standing is, see where your ground is. So I definitely am a big fan of like traveling. It's just cool to meet other people. If you're looking to get better and improve, traveling will help. And when you go to a tournament, you might have like a little bit of mat time. Even if you do really well, you might only have like a couple of minutes on the mat. Where when you travel, you can get a lot of rounds, long rounds, try different things out, see what other people are doing. So definitely travel if you're interested in doing even judo travel, even if you're just a jiu-jitsu person, just go for it. Have fun, meet some new people, and you'll get a good workout in. So definitely travel. Just talk to me and Vito if you want to do that. We have a lot of travel opportunities coming up, so take advantage of it.
Sounds like a good time.
It is. Traveling's awesome. We're going to Chris Costello's place next, I believe, and Chris is the man. He helped me and Vito so much at a time when we needed it the most. It's hard to like really get into it. If you want to know why Vito blasts Metallica every workout, it's Chris Costello. So you can always go and shake his hand and say thanks for the awesome music every single class. But Chris is the man. He ran a club in Stroudsburg for years that me, Vito, Timmy, and Maddie went to 3 days a week, every week, if not more. Got us really competing at a high level, really upped our intensity in game. So I can't say enough good thing about that dude. So and he's starting a club back up kind of from scratch. He's like building up his old instructors club. So definitely go out there and get some traveling. Real quick, the only thing left with judo is Mondays and Saturdays. We're making judo beginner friendly. That's just what we're calling it. So maybe you watch on Tuesdays and Thursday. Vito is working us. A lot of conditioning, a lot of what I just call like anaerobic drilling, where you're going at a high intensity with short rest. High intensity, short rest. So maybe we're doing speed drills for 30 seconds and you rest for like 5 seconds and do that over and over. Maybe you're doing a minute of max effort throws. And it's tough, but it makes your judo good. It's a great way to train, but sometimes it can be like a little intimidating to get into judo. So with that in mind, Mondays and Saturdays are going to be beginner friendly. They'll still be sparring. They're sparring at every single one of our judo classes, but you'll get more instruction. Techniques will be broken down. You're going to get to like learn the basics of judo. So if you want to try judo, if you're thinking of adding it to the other arts you do, Monday and Saturday are the perfect time to come down. So that's Monday at 7, Saturday at noon. And again, any questions, just let us know. We'll make sure that's a nice process for you. Cool. What do you got going on with jiu-jitsu coming up?
So we have the IBJJF New York Spring Open, April 21st and 22nd. So they do a gi and no gi portion. Usually your gi is going to be on the Saturday, no gi is going to be on Sunday. That's usually how it goes.
Okay. Those are big tournaments, right?
Yeah, they're big. So IBJJF is like the international federation for jiu-jitsu.
I think you guys go to the big ones.
Yeah, it's cool.
I think it'll bring people up much faster, and it's cool to expose people to like high level stuff right away. Even if you're a white belt, those are the tournaments you want to go to, because if the black belts are going, that's where all the good white belts are going. So it's better to just set that bar from the get-go and just aim to be the best. Go for it.
Mm-hmm. They're very like structured and scheduled, so it's not like a Naga where you're there for like 24 hours. Yeah.
Judo, some of those tournaments like that, you just like, So the better organized a tournament is, the easier it is for the competitors, easier it is for the coaches. So that's definitely cool.
Like they pretty much tell you to the minute when you're going to go.
When would you have to register to go to that?
I want to say the early registration is like the end of March. So it's like a little bit cheaper. don't know. I'd have to look at that, but I could let everybody know.
If anyone's thinking of competing, that's a great one for jiu-jitsu to get started and, just see what it's like and get out there and have fun. Your first tournament, you don't have to treat it like the Olympics or the World Championship. Just go out there, try your hardest. You're going to learn a lot and have a lot of fun. So, get out there and do it. Go after it. It'll be a fun time.
So if anybody's interested, please let me or Frank know, and we'll kind of get you started with your training because you should be starting soon. It's in April. And it's February now, so it's a good time to start.
Get on the mat.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's cool. One of your comp classes?
Saturdays at 1:30.
Yeah, so if you can squeeze some extra ones of those in, definitely do that. And if not, a lot of advanced jiu-jitsu classes, get your basics in, just get as much mat time in as you can. And that's going to be different for everybody, right? Like, so as much as you can might be 3 or 4 classes a week, or it might be like 8 classes, but as many as you can get in and, start competing. You'll definitely enjoy it and learn a lot. So take advantage of that.
That's a good time.
Yeah. Anything else going on, or is that about it?
No, that's it.
All right. So I hope you like this. We're just trying to keep people up to date on what's going on and what's coming up. If you have any questions, just let us know. If there's anything you want us to talk about, do the same. Just leave it in a comment or talk to one of us, and we'll get it done for you.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Thanks for watching, everyone. Appreciate it. All right. Have a good one. Stop it.